There was this video of Verydarkblackman I watched, how he is fighting for his people, the less privileged, the oppressed, the underrated, the relegated, the despised people in his community, I mean his nation, his country. I was so touched and impressed. You know, like Proverbs chapter 21 verse 13 says, if you refuse to listen to the cry of the poor, your own cry for help will not be heard. And Proverbs equally chapter 14 verse 31 says, he who oppresses the poor reproaches his maker. But he whosoever shows mercy or has mercy and kindness to the needy honors their maker. You see, it's so heartbreaking how these people were being maltreated, oppressed, and marginalized this way by their own people. Remember, Moses is not going to fall from the sky. That's the kind of Moses we are looking for to lead us out of poverty, slavery, and bondage. We already have many Moseses amongst us, yet we cannot recognize them and acknowledge them. Remember, the story of Moses in the Bible was never one man. It was a group of people that were being spearheaded by a man with one vision, which was to free the Israelites in the hands of the cruel king, Pharaoh. We still have so many Moseses today that have come and gone, yet we never recognized them. Neither did we acknowledge their deeds and their works. In this season and era, we need more of Moseses who will be able to let go and deny pleasure for a season for the sake of freeing their people in the hands of bondage. I can see that the spirit of Moses is in the Verydarkblackman. Let's watch this video, then I will come again with my reactions. Thank you very much. Let's watch, please.
This whole area, as you can see, let's turn around, come and see. Where do you expect all these people to go to? This place that have been demolished is not anywhere on the road. Please, one house. It's not anywhere on the road or beside the road. Look at the faces of these people. I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What will happen after this demolition is terrorism, stealing, snatching of phones, killing people to collect things from their hands, because these people will be desperate. At a time like this, when the economy is not favoring anybody, people are suffering, the prices of things are going up, and you are demolishing. Why can't you try another pattern by actually looking for people in your team to look for a pattern to create housing for these people, even if it's a cheaper housing, before you demolish. But you are demolishing and you are putting them on the stage to go and do what? Are they going back to Boronu, where they are kidnapping, where they are bombing? Are they going back to Kano, where there is insurgency and everything? No, they will not go back. They will be here. They will cause another problem for us here. So at the end of the day, it's so crazy that the elites are thinking that the poor people are not part of us. The poor people are your brothers and your sisters. While your daughters are at home, these people are other people's daughters and other people's sons. Look at the children, look at them on the ground. What are these kids going to be up? What are they going to grow up and be? Look at them on the ground. Look at them on the ground. No school for them again because their parents does not have anywhere to stay. If rain falls now like this, the rain will fall on these children and the rain will fall on these people. So Nelson Wike, Honorable Minister, I don't know what you are using this land for. According to by strategy and according to the law, the only way you demolish is when what? Led by strategy and still that pass. Overriding public interest. Overriding public interest. Not to reallocate to another person. Good. Not to reallocate because we are entering here now, estate and all that. I understand that you want to develop Abuja. Fine. We see the work that you have done. But in order to develop, you cannot just displace people. You have to create housing for them. We cannot live without the poor people. The poor people are the ones that will do some more jobs that you, the rich people, will not do. Shevike 1 pence, No. Wicked one they sweep road. No. So the people why they sweep road, common people. It makes no sense. So please, Honorable Minister, and I also appeal to the President of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please don't let this demolition go on. A few years ago, when we were staying in Dagba Area 1, it was demolished. We stayed under the ruin. I stayed under the ruin with my mother. We were looking for where to stay. There was no place for us to stay. We stayed there for days. So I understand what these people are going through. And guess what? Up to today, they've not developed Dagba. Still like that. Do you understand? So this one now, you are trying to pursue them because of maybe one of your friends. Or I said maybe before and sue me. Maybe because of one of your friends or one of all these people that have given you money. Maybe. Because it's always like that at the end of the day. So listen, we can think about all these people and even think about all these children before you continue this art. Thank you.
You see, my brother, my sister, just keep doing what is right and what makes you happy. Stop counting and depending on friends or relatives. Remember, it was strangers from different countries, nations, that saw and acknowledged the star of the Messiah. And they had to travel long distances just to come and pay him honor and homage. You see, Isaiah chapter 6 verse 3 says, "The Gentiles shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. A time will come when they will say, is this not the son or daughter of so and so man or woman? When the Most High must have already honored and lifted you through strangers." Let your past not be your distraction. Rather, it should be your motivation to see how far you have come, the thicks and the things you have overcome. And let not someone else's past be a distraction to you. You should rather focus on their strength, just as you focus on your strength. Paul says he doesn't judge any man or any person after the flesh, because all what the flesh sees is failures, one's weaknesses, how one used to be a liar, prostitute, thief, humanizer, killer, poor background, orphan, dull, etc., forgetting to know that the grace and mercy of the Most High abounds and abides to everyone. You see, lessons to be learned is acknowledge, honor, and cherish your own before strangers do that for you and take all the glory. That's why most of our celebrities and leaders are the product of the Western world. That's why they act according to how they have been told. Please, let's start making our own celebrities and leaders and heroes if we want to see a new Africa with many opportunities for the youth. The people of goodwill are disliked by the Western world because they will not agree with their agenda. Any African leader that loves his people is an enemy to the Western world. They will use his own brothers to destroy him. Please, my fellow dear and beloved African brothers and sisters, be wise. How long are we going to continue dancing to the rhythm and tune of the Western world? Let's live to serve and project one another if we want our beloved continent and the people to be healed of their past. Look at the great job this our brother is doing. Verydarkman. It's worth applauding. Yet some of us are working hard to bring down those that are working hard to bring about a change in our land, Africa, our beloved continent. Anything that we promote and support multiplies. Look at how cross-dressers and transgenders and prostitutes are ravaging the entire internet space and the world at large. If we could channel or invest half of this energy in promoting good works, decency, creative minds, and morality, this continent and the world at large would have been his kingdom on earth. Yet we passed and spent most of our time promoting negativity, bad news, devil's agenda, nudity, poverty, and the devil. Please, let's change our mindset and support one another if we want our beloved countries, nations, continent to be healed. Thank you very much. Kudos to the very dark black man. Thank you, VDM, for what you have been doing for the people. Remember, ignorance is not an excuse. For want is for armed. Goodbye.